A while back I did a brake job on a Juncker bicycle that had Sturmey Archer drum brakes, and Juncker, that's the brand name. The bicycle itself wasn't junk, but these parts of the drum brake lining, they're still here, and I want to put them back together because maybe I can use them on my Koga bicycle. But before I do that, I need to do some welding. So I'm sticking the backplate in the vise so I can more easily show you the problem I had with this backplate. So I'm holding this, and now check out the amount of play I got on the brake lever. It's maybe 5 to 10 degrees, and that's because this bolt is loose. If I nip this up, the play is gone. But since there is no lock washer or a nylock nut on this bolt, it can easily come loose again, and then I will have play again. So I'm going to clean this up with the grinder and then just weld it. So a little prep work goes a long way. And here's a closer look at my grinding job, and I'm hoping these grooves or these slits will help keep things together. Alright, let's weld this thing. Nice fire. A nice domed weld blob. I do not really like it. So I'm going to grind it off. Oh, junk came down. Gravity. Tawara bitch. There actually was a huge pocket of air inside that welding blob. Let's try that again. That's a nice big blob, and it's nice and red. I like it. And here's a closer look at that mountain of shame. It actually has a bit of a crater in the middle. It is kinda cute. When disassembling this drum brake, taking off these little lock washers was the most difficult task. And as you can see, this one got bent a bit. I think the other one is still good, but I will try and flatten this one out a bit. I have already sanded the brake shoes. It's time to reassemble this Steelite drum brake lining, and I'm using some white grease on this pivoting point because it is not stainless steel. It should prevent corrosion and make things a bit smoother. Now there are two ways you can install these linings, but in both ways you will end up with a gap between the backplate and the brake lining. And I thought I had installed this incorrectly, but apparently I didn't. Now you need these little, I don't know what to call them, but I guess they are wear tabs. And next you need to install the lock washers, and these things are terrible. They're terrible to remove and also difficult to install. And since I already used these a couple of times, they are also damaged. hopefully they will still work. They should probably be a little tighter. So I will hammer a bit more on this. Well, good enough. And last but not least, I need to install this spring. And that's a bit of a nightmare, because I don't have to have a whole lot of strength in my right hand bicep. Oh, that was easy. That went a lot easier, a lot smoother than on my first attempt. Of course, now I need to seat it properly, and then with my luck it will probably jump out. No, it works. So it's all back together with a little practice, and I still find that gap between the brake lining and the back plate oddly wide, but I think it is supposed to be this way. Now I'm not sure if I will ever use this again, but at least now I know it is possible to rebuild it, and all that damage I did on these lock washers wasn't a big deal. They still work. So this here is my 1988 Koga Miata Country Tourer, and I found the exact same model in a 1988 brochure. But the strange thing is, on this hub here it says 1992, and the front hub says 87. Perhaps at some point this bicycle got a replacement wheel. The problem that I have with this bicycle, this bolt here for fixing the cable, has snapped off, and now I can no longer loosen it up. So I will probably have to drill this out. It still breaks, but not a lot, because, well, I cleaned this hub with some diesel years ago, so it probably is a bit greasy on the inside. So I'm hoping I can fix this bicycle by using this Steelite brake lining. It has a different type of brake lever. I might paint it. That will look better. Anyway, time to end this video. Like, subscribe, yada yada yada, and to be continued.